League browser. Here's my cat Taco. Whatever. Beans here too. Week 3. Hey, buddy. Week 3. Major League browser where we take a look at all the viral stuff that's going on in baseball this week. So I guess the best place to start off is first pitch. So here we see the Cincinnati Mayor make the first pitch to Eric Davis. I'm going to turn off the sound on this one because there's no need for it. Maybe not.
Mayor Mark Mallory delivered the first pitch. Eric Davis waiting for it.
Oof.
ED had to almost go to the
That is historically one of the worst first pitches I've ever seen. He hit the ump and got tossed out of the game. That literally hit the ump. Alright, and juxtaposition to that, here we have from MCHS, we have Sister Mary Jo. She still got it off the muscle. Bam, strike. So I know who I'm voting for next election. Here we have Puig. I'm just going to go all Leroy Jenkins on us. Here he is taking on the whole Pirates team. Boom, tosses his teammate. Just going right for it. You know, that's like I mentioned, Leroy Jenkins. So here we have the Reds, and here we have Puig, and back here's the Pirates.
Than we usually do.
All right, thumbs up.
Ready, guys?
Let's do this. Leroy Jenkins!
Oh my God, he just ran in.
So, I mean, he's one of the scarier people that you'll ever meet. I was trying to think of like the 5 scariest baseball players ever. So, obviously, I have Puig. Then we have John Kruk. I must have the Puig picture somewhere else. Right here. Oh my goodness. Not interested in this. So there we see Puig just jumping into the whole Pirates team. They have John Kruk, who I would hate to see in an alley. And apparently he's building a cheesesteak empire. Next I have Carl Everett, who famously headbutted an ump and got kicked out of the game. Then I have Izzy Alcantara, who this is the greatest mound rush all time.
Alcantara at the plate, and he's not happy. Thinks he's being thrown at.
Drop kicks the catcher.
The pitcher was blazed to
It runs out to the pitcher. That's one of my favorite baseball moments ever. And then we have Howie from Benchwarmers is probably the scariest, just because he's crazy and you don't know what to expect. So going back to this Puig home run, here's what started it. So right here, Derek Dietrich, home run.
Now the batter, Derek Dietrich, is filling in for Votto, and how about this? Way back into right center field.
Look at him, just showboat that. Here it is in slow motion.
As yesterday hit a home run. How about that?
How about
You better
that?
get in the drink, Chris. Looks like something.
So that's like an all-time major showboat. And so they have the fight. So the fight's in the 4th, and then in the 8th he comes up again. And sends another one to the splash
He's
zone.
going to both of those totals. Wow. Almost the same place, and that might have gone to the river on the
I
floor.
mean, there's 2 weird things that happen here. 1, are the Reds entertaining this year? Question mark. And 2, are the Reds entertaining this year? And is Derek Dietrich their best offensive player? Which is saying something because their pitching is awful. So he might just be their best player overall for these for these Reds. So let's see what else we got here. Oh, I said I'm always going to talk about bat flips. It's going to be tough for me to get every bat flip, and obviously that Dietrich thing wasn't a bat flip. But here's an epic bat flip.
In the 5th, a single in the 6th with 2 outs and an RBI, and an epic bat flip there.
Epic, just like I said. Here we have the
Like I said, the rivalry
bat
is
cast.
born. Welcome to it.
And not only that, this is against his former team, the Nationals. That's an awesome bat flip. And then I'm going to jump to William Estadio. This is still Harper related, but Harper tries to... So let me break this down. So it's the 6th inning. The Phillies are down by 1.
Center.
Harper's on 3rd.
Buxton coming in. Making the catch.
Buxton has a
Harper
cannon, 96 miles an hour
tagging
throw.
to the plate is in
And
time.
Harper,
A one
he tries to jump,
throw for
the catcher, but it's like a really half-assed, pathetic jump. So it either goes really well when you do that or goes really bad. So that's Harper trying to jump over Estadio, 96 miles an hour from Buxton. And speaking of Estadio, I have some other Estadio stuff right here. He got his first walk of the season. He is, they say he's the ultimate true 3-outcome guy. So they broke it down here on SI.com, pitch by pitch. So, first pitch, so far outside that the catcher turns his head, turns his whole body. So you got to take that one. Second pitch, he took it, but it was called a ball just outside. So 2-0. So you know he's swinging at this one. But wait, another really far outside pitch, like 2 feet outside. So 3-0, he's swinging. This is supposed to giff, but it's clearly not giffing. But he swung at that one. So 3-1, he's definitely swinging again. So now it's a full count. And the only way you can get him to not swing at this pitch is they threw it so far inside that he had to, dodge out of the way. So that's his first walk of the season. They basically forced it on him by throwing 3 really outside, 1 close, and then he went full count, obviously. So this is something by MLB, by ESPN. They're rating the stars by the Griffey factor. So Griffey's possibly the best player ever, the most fun player ever. So they took stuff like the most famous name in today's game, Vlad Guerrero Jr., not even up yet. He's getting so much hype. He could be the next Griffey, just from the hype he's getting. So they gave him 4 out of 5 Griffies. Not bad. Hype from the start, Harper. He was on SI at 16, and so they gave him 4.5 out of 5. The Teenage Phenom, Soto, they gave him 2 out of 5. That's probably fair. Getting your face in front of the camera, I don't even know what that's in reference to, but they said Bregman, which is like, is Bregman someone that much of a star that's getting himself on camera? I don't even know. The Smile, Francisco Lindor, 3. The Swagger, Acuna. I think this is a good one, because I would think Acuna would have a lot of this. They gave him 4. Showmanship, Javi Baez, 2.5. Signature defense, plays on the field, they gave Arenado a 2, which is, Arenado is great defensively, but Griffey had some of the best plays ever. Unrivaled power, Aaron Judge, they gave him 3.5. The sweet lefty swing, Cody Bellinger, they gave him 4. All-around ability, Mookie Betts, 3. Best player in the game, Trout, they gave him 4.5. So 4.5 for Trout compared to Griffey is still a crazy. Think about how dominant Trout is, and he still didn't get 5 out of 5 for Griffey factor. Oh, I meant to pull up a graphic for this one. Davis is now 0 for 44. There's pitchers hitting better than him. I didn't have the graphic. That would have been really good. But we're going to do a segment that I like to call Judge for Yourself. So, here we go.
deep to center. Kane can't make the play. It's a fair ball or a home run. Keep going. Keep going, Javi. I think it's in play as Kane is on the track. It'll be a home run. I think it might have hit the back wall.
So I think technically they're both home runs, but I definitely think that was over the fence. What do you think? Now I have part 2 of this one. Watch this awesome slide by Scott Kingery. Here's the thing: is he out? Did he touch his leg right there? He clearly doesn't touch his midsection. See, I think he might have got him there, but you don't even see the glove move. So, I mean, he might be safe. See that? I don't know. Decide for yourself. So here we have the Fanatic sneak up on A-Rod. First of all, A-Rod's terrified. A-Rod doesn't even know what the hell's going on.
These really are. They're full of dirt.
The sound off on this one. But these are actually the cleats that Bryce Harper wore when he had those sweet Fanatic cleats that we showed last week. Now watch what A-Rod does with it. Just sticks it in his nose and nods his head in approval. Come on, A-Rod. I mean, he might have some weird foot fetish thing. I don't know. I mean, not that, whatever you like is whatever you like, but Oh, so now I have, this is really bad news. Trey Turner, you probably saw, you can see in the background going on here too. He broke his finger on a bunt attempt, and it's like it looks like he got shot the way he goes back. So I thought it might be good to sync it up with this.
What you say? That you only meant well, cause you did. What you say? That it's all for the best, cause it is.
So that sucks for Trey Turner. You gotta get, hey Bean, you gotta get your hand out of there. Next, Jose Alvarado. This is one of the sweetest fastballs you're gonna see. 99 miles an hour. Watch the movement on this thing. So let's back this up again. So the catcher sets up here. That moves about a foot to the left, going 99 miles an hour. I guess to the batter's right, but you know what I mean. That's just insane. Here we have this guy. Can you bring canned food to the stadium? I'm guessing it's a guy, BizBiz23. I usually bring sandwiches, hot dogs, but I'm thinking about bringing a can of SpaghettiOs and cutting up a couple of hot dogs and put it in. I think I'll be able to do this. Edit, I'm in. And then he sent a picture of him having his SpaghettiOs at whatever game this is. I can't even tell. Next is, so these fans came together, Braves and Cubs fans, to build an impressive pyramid of beer cans.
And, oh, yeah, there it is. It's like champagne.
Oh, so close to finishing. Now, I want to break this down, okay? Let's go back to the beginning. Okay, first things first. Wide array of beers. I love it. We got some Coors. We got a Yuengling. We got Miller. I can't tell what this one is. More Coors. We have a Blue Moon. What was that? Leinenkugel or whatever? Shanty. I'm not sure the rest of these, but, you know, pretty standard. So, first question. What is she doing? She's pouring a beer into a beer. Now, is she going to put the empty one on top, or is she going to put the full one on top to kind of weigh it down? That's really the question I have. And then, look, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people on their phones. Maybe this person. I'm not sure. So also, they're only room for one more beer, but he is a beer. He's giving a beer. Maybe she's giving a beer. I'm still not sure what she's doing with this thing. And down it goes. Now this guy, the builder, he's so disappointed. It's like this is the greatest achievement of his life. So yeah, that's where we are for that. Oh, you know, this is just Tatis's first dinger in the majors.
That one's gone. Wow.
That was crushed. And he kind of looks like Soriano when we do this. He doesn't have quite the leg kick, but he does have a leg kick.
That one's gone. Wow.
But to me, that looks like Alfonso Soriano. So here we have Tyler Wade, who got called up, had to get from Pennsylvania to Yankee Stadium.
Get here. 7th inning. Got here as fast as I could.
What's going through your mind as you're racing to get your stuff together, pack up after you just unpacked?
Don't hit traffic. I didn't want to miss the game because I knew it was urgent. We had a short bench, so I just tried to get here as soon as I can.
Car service.
Uber, yeah.
So this dude took an Uber from Pennsylvania to Yankee Stadium. So right here they have it. $164 to Uber from Scranton to New York. I assume the Yankees picked it up. I want to know how long of a trip that was. It doesn't say it on here. I guess I could have looked it up, but that would take more work than I'm doing. Here we just have sack bunt, gone terribly wrong.
Molina, go on to first. I see what you mean.
Oh, no, get back.
So they turned a sack bunt into a double play. because this dude just overruns. He tries to go from first to third on a sack bunt, Gonzalez. We have another view right here, I think. There he goes. All right, so right there, the ball's already out. The guy at first is out. And he's barely passing second. Like, what are you doing? All right. And then lastly, first Bark in the Park of the year, so I always just got to have dog footage.
All the animals in the ballpark. I think every day should be pups in the park.
I do too.
Able to bring your dog to the ballpark.
Don't you, Bean?
That is a poodle, and its name is Floyd.
Floyd.
Hi, Floyd.
So I mean that's all I have since I forgot to do the Chris Davis graphic. Like always, you can tweet us at Sports to Tweets. Feel free to send me content. Feel free to come on. Here comes my cat. She wants to come on for a second. This is Taco. Hi. So yeah, thanks for tuning in.